Texans are remembering a legend. Billionaire Ross Perot died Tuesday. He was 89 years old. Most people remember him for his presidential campaigns in 1992 and 1996. But Perot's work to overhaul Texas schools, raising teacher pay, and his no-pass, no-play policy also has a lasting legacy here in the Lone Star State. We want to take a deeper dive into Perot's life and legacy. We're joined by Bob Garrett, the Austin bureau chief for the Dallas Morning News. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
You've been covering Perot for a long time, and I bet you a lot of kids out there do not know the extent which he had on their lives. Talk a little bit about what he did in education.
You mentioned no pass, no play. That was a huge deal, that in order to play sports or be in extracurricular activities, you have to be passing, and you can practice, but if you're failing, originally you were suspended for 6 weeks. Now it's 3 weeks. That's still with us. The whole set of mandatory tests kids have to take that have had lots of different acronyms. Now STAR, that's a legacy of this. Pre-K for 4-year-olds who are disadvantaged, that's a legacy of this. And one of the biggest is the 22 student limit on classroom sizes in kindergarten through 4th grade. All of those things are a result of House Bill 72 in 1984.
In today's world, it is so difficult for third-party candidates to run for president, let alone get on the ballot in places here in Texas and across the country. But how did he do it and get 20% of the vote at one point?
He did it by drawing from disgruntled sections of America from right, left, and center. And a lot has been written about how, Perot, there are some parallels with the later Tea Party movement and with Donald Trump. There's parallels about how Washington is corrupt. There's parallels about how we've been exporting jobs to Mexico and other cheap labor countries. Those things do sound a lot like the Tea Party and Donald Trump. But there were some big differences, too. Perot supporters, the polls from 1992 showed that they were for abortion rights and national health insurance and strong environmental pollution controls. So those things you don't associate with Donald Trump's movement or the Tea Party, do you?
Not at all. And what happened to that? What happened to the Perot voter right now? I mean, if you have all these people who volunteered and who voted for him, where did they go politically?
That's a very good question. Some of them, I think, are still in this independent group that voted for Obama or voted for Trump and is up for grabs next year. We should say that one of the differences between Perot and what we see now with Trump is Perot never pointed the finger at illegal immigration. There was not this nativist thing that we see now with the Republican Party led by Donald Trump. I think some of the Perot people, generationally, of course, some of them have died, but I think in terms of the types of voters, we see them somewhat up for grabs and somewhat people without a party home.
Can we see something like him again in politics?
I would never say never. He was self-funded largely, and I think we have seen enough billionaires who look in the mirror and see a president and can write big checks. We saw one who's in the White House now. So I think it's possible, but it's very difficult. As you know, the system is set up for the major party candidates.
Bob Garrett, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you again for joining us for State of Texas. I'm Phil Prazen. We'll be back next week to bring you an in-depth look at Texas politics.